Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go. Back to 80. 21. 11. 21.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here. For a modest gain.
One, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21. 11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks. Just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Sunday. There we go. Back. 280.
On 1st down, Wentz. And his first look is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing is Wentz, and incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. This is Gordon on the dump-off. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
21, 21. 11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Sunday. Grade 15. Grade 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Airing one out for Crowder. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They can't tackle it. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alfred Morris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, here's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up.
On the ball. Hey, we're good, we're good. Grade 15, grade 15.
Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malcolm Smith. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Donnie Jones now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
To throw is Wentz. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Breeden. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
11.
They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were in.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for a loss on the play. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malcolm Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And this is caught at the 8. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to
force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Here's McKinnon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malcolm Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Again, it's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Going deep for Benjamin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, Wentz finding some room at midfield. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Wentz going to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Lose 5-7. Lose 5-7. Black, come on.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Now Wentz. And his pass incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're going deep here for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Wentz now on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Once again here on 2nd and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, Wentz again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. He's to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He'll get it up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He spins free. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They don't want that ball.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Malcolm Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wentz now to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Sunday, Sunday! Go, go! 280!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Shorty, shorty, shorty! There we go, back. 20!
Wentz now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Into the red zone. Wentz sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so it's darn close.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz going underneath for Gordon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Hunter Henry brings it in. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And that goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
21.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The versatility of Derwin James comes right into play there. Whether he's playing deep safety or playing close to the line of scrimmage, always a threat to get around the ball carrier and put him on the ground. The surprise to me on draft night, that he lasted to the number 17 pick with the Los Angeles Chargers. I thought he would go earlier.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw, and that is incomplete.
Now the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, a little 360.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today, but if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st down, Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.